guys, it's Robin, RsIslandCrafts. This is Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, February 20th, 2018. I think this has been the longest week in a long time. It's been a very, very long week. Little background, my oldest, Justin, is 29. About 3-4 years ago, he went on a cruise to Mexico and he came home with a virus. This viral infection went right to his heart and now he's in heart failure. So a couple times throughout the year, he manages really well, but sometimes he ends up in the hospital. He's been in the hospital now since Friday, so it's been... Okay, I'm going to show you some things and you're going to say I've been very busy, but I had a lot of plans for crafting this weekend, so all my crafting was done prior to Friday. I'm filming this Monday morning before I run back to the hospital. Hopefully we're thinking he's going to get out tomorrow on Tuesday, so maybe by the time you see this video, he'll be at home. It would be nice. But let's see what I did get done, and we'll pretend like I didn't have any plans for the rest of the week. I like to do a lot of my crafting on Saturday and Sunday. I don't know, it's just an old mentality. I've been on that Monday through Friday. That's when the world evolves around. You do most of your things on the weekend, and that's just how it works for me. But I got 2 of my dishcloths done this week. This one, I'm really getting to the end of some scraps. So I've got some dark green, the cream, a red, and the navy blue. Even with all the crazy colors and not having like actual matching colors, I kind of like these. They're fun. And this one's got a dark green and a lighter green. I showed you the prototype for the zipper pouch that I'd made last week. The flower one for myself. And then for my customer, she picked out this, she wanted purple with flowers, so I gave her this one. And there's a light purple, I'm sorry it's inside the bag because I'm just getting ready to ship it out soon. It's a light purple with dark purple flowers. And then for her niece that likes lime green, but that's a tomboy, she has this lime green, and I used that really bright neon zipper that I picked up from the thrift store. I'm going to have to go back and get some more of these because this one looks really good with this. And it has some dark green, it's just like smeared with a paintbrush. And the inside's just a straight up lime green fabric. So thankfully I got those done before everything happened. So they'll be ready to go out for them. And then I'd started stitching. I didn't even pay attention, look at this. I was planning on having them all line up, but apparently I didn't pay attention when I pinned them together. So I started stitching together my half square triangles. Yep, so it's going to be a crazy quilt apparently because they don't match up. But look, I consistently didn't match them up, so that works out really good. So I just laid them all out into piles by color, and that one worked. And I just randomly grabbed them and started sticking them together, and however they worked out, they worked out. I had 20 of them, so I'm planning on doing 4 across and 5 down, which left me an extra to use on the back, which was perfect because I didn't notice until one of the viewers on YouTube pointed it out. This one right here, I stitched it the wrong way. And you can't tell because the fabrics that they chose to sew together are really close. So this one right here is also stitched. All of the half square triangles go on a diagonal this way, and then these two go on a diagonal in the opposite direction. But it's okay because if whoever ends up getting this top, if they see that, it'll be like a little scavenger hunt. And I like to have a little bit of an oddball something in my quilts, whether it's on purpose or by accident. And then one of the other things I started working on is I bought a small mini fat quarter pack. It had 5 of these fabrics in it, kind of like jewel tones. And I'd also picked up from Joann's this mottled gray. So then I thought, oh, that would make a fun wall hanging. So I just made this little 9-patch wall hanging. I am working on making sure when I do the sashing to get these to line up as best as possible, and it's much better than it used to be. Not perfect, but when you're hanging on a wall from a distance, it's fine. And I really love these colors with this gray. It just happened to work out perfectly. So I made this one. And then have you seen those wall hangings where they have the one little hole? They have a hole in the quilt, and then they take that little one and they have this little guy hanging from it, from his hands, like he escaped. So I went ahead and I made this version of that. So I've always wanted one of those, and I just wasn't sure what fabrics I was going to use. So as I was making this, I thought, well, I'm going to make it out of this for myself. And now I'm going to have this fun little wall hanging with the guy hanging. So that'll work out great. This one, when I finish it and I get to the point where I actually quilt it and make it into a wall hanging, this I'm going to be giving away on my YouTube channel when I hit 5,000 subscribers. Right now I believe I'm at 3,600, so I have a little bit to go, so I do have some time to finish it. I'm thinking maybe I'm going to quilt it with maybe some type of a jewel toned, maybe a purple thread would look really good on this. Now, it's not easy to just pop in and out of this one hospital. We have like 4 or 5 hospitals nearby. They're all like a group. They're all owned by the same company. But the one my son Justin's at, he's at a heart hospital, and it's about 12 miles away, which is not far, but it takes you almost an hour to drive there because you're going through 2 cities to get to it. So when I go, I tend to stay for like 4 or 5 hours to make it, help break up his day and keep him company. Yesterday we laughed hysterically. It was bad. So while I'm not chit-chatting with him, I am working on his little brother Robbie's socks. Now this sock, I just have a couple rows left on it and I will be able to bind off and this one will be done. This sock is almost ready for the ribbing, so it's probably got about 25 rows left and then that'll be done. So I'm hoping that between today and tomorrow I should be able to get both of them done. It'll be nice. I think it's taken me about 5 or 6 weeks to make these because I only knit on them for a little bit, maybe an hour a day, most days of the week. I need to get a better plan and be a little more consistent. I mean, if he gets 6 pairs of socks in his Christmas box, that'll be great. But I'd like to also make his 6 pairs and make some pairs for myself because as it stands, I only knit on 1 pair of socks at a time. I'm not one of those people that knit on 2 because it's a sock. A sock is a sock, you know. Like when you're only going to make 1 sweater at a time, I make 1 sock at a time, 1 hat at a time. That's just how I knit. Some of the knitters will have like 12 pairs of socks going, and I knit them all the same. They're all just vanilla socks round and round and round, so other than different colors, it's still the same knitting. For me, it doesn't work. So that's it for me. I have 0 plans for this week. I do have some hopes. I would like to, what was I doing? I'd like to finish stitching together this into a quilt top and see if I can make it crazy enough to make my mistakes blend in so it looks like it's on purpose. And I've been wanting, this weekend I was going to make those little iPhone holders, those little pyramid things where you set your iPhone in so you can watch it on the counter. I wanted to make one of those for Justin because he likes to watch his phone while he's sitting at the breakfast bar. But yeah, I sat with him all day Sunday instead, so now he doesn't get it yet. He doesn't know he's getting it, so it doesn't really matter when he gets it. Well, that's it for me. I'll probably be late watching everyone's videos, but I'll be looking forward to seeing them, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye!